The weather might be chilly, but the warm atmosphere here at Victoria Park makes up for it. People are laughing, music is playing, burgers are being cooked. The brothers of the Phi Gamma Delta Fraternity are camping out here tonight, and despite a cold evening to come, there's a positive vibe in the air.
It's called the Austen Berlet Campout for Mental Health. Austen Berlet was a brother of ours who took his own life as a result of his severe depression and bipolar. So obviously this devastated our chapter in 2009.
In the year following Austen's suicide, the fraternity brothers held their first AB campout. Their mission is to raise money for the Canadian Mental Health Association and work on creating a safe environment where mental health can be discussed, all while honoring Austen's legacy of friendship and kindness.
Austen was one of the founding members of Fiji, and at the time he was just so excited and thrilled to be considered as a Fiji brother, and that meant to him acceptance and belonging.
To kind of cultivate an atmosphere in which people feel safe, I think is like one of our main goals, and it's something that we try to do here, but it's something that we try to take away from the event and try to do away from Campout as well. People come here, they see what we're like, they see how we interact, and they kind of take a piece of that back to their home, back to their classroom, back to wherever they come from.
Jhaveri hopes people will come to realize how they've been fostering an unsafe environment with things like language and vocabulary. He also says the campout aims to support people who are struggling with mental health issues themselves.
If they're going through something, it's kind of like a shout out to them to understand that, you know what, like it's okay, like it's okay to not be okay, you know?
As for the cold weather, well, that's all part of the point.
We are putting ourselves in an environment that people with mental illnesses are. Because you're not comfortable, you're surrounded by resources, you could easily go into a house or a restaurant and get warm and be comfortable at home supporting mental health, but for a day of our time or for 24 hours, we're putting ourselves in someone else's shoe and literally knowing what it's like to not be able to control the conditions you're in.
The fraternity hasn't announced the total amount they've fundraised yet, but their efforts are already making changes on Western's campus. The university is offering students new counseling services through the 2015 exam period, with a focus on mental health issues like stress and anxiety, as well as academic support. The money comes from the Canadian Mental Health Association, and it was fundraised by the Phi Gamma Delta Fraternity through the campout and a group of medical students.
It's just awesome, and I hope it grows every year. I can see Austen died 6 years ago this summer. Even within this 5-year period, people are talking about mental health, they're talking about the stigma. It's unfortunately, there's bad things happening that's bringing that to the forefront, but we must help. We've got to talk about it, and we've got to do more.
For Western TV, I'm Liny Lamberink.